welcome to Toy Me, Toy You. I'm Dave.
And I'm Lily, and on tonight's show, we are going to be looking at boxes and packages and all that good stuff. And in Pick Your All, we're going to be looking at the perfect couple, partners in crime, the perfect twosome.
Great. And as well as that, we will have some news and our pickups. So let's get into it, shall we? Toy Me, Lee.
Toy You, Dave. Woohoo! Yay! We're back here.
We are just the two of us today.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Awesome.
Now,
well, we're going to have a fun time hanging out tonight, you and me, Lee. This will be good.
Yeah,
so shall we start off by talking about some recent toy news?
Could we just have a minute's silence before that? Because Dave Nichols is no more, is he not?
He's gone.
What's with that? What's with the
had a nipplectomy.
Yeah, he's had a nipplectomy.
I just decided it was time for a change. I've changed my identity from Dave Nichols to Toy Slice. So that's the new me here on YouTube and also on Instagram and Blue Sky. Toy Slice.
It's just made me funny the past couple of Fridays where you've been talking like, and then we're just going, all right, who are you?
Oh, we've got some company. Hello, Gareth. Hello, Phil.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, fellas.
What's going on here? Let me show on stage. That's going to be annoying. You're not going to do that every time I want to click on
Josh, hello. Lovely Josh. Josh has recently done a video on his channel of the Blockies Charizard. So check that out if you haven't already, Lee. He does good videos. And the Blockies Charizard looks really good. I want to get some of those Blockies Pokemon, definitely.
Yeah, I think if I don't, Ellie definitely, because she's really gotten into Blockies lately. It's another one. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Right, shall we get on to the news?
Let's get into it, shall we?
You've really done it now. You've really done it now. You've really been and really gone and really done it this time. What have I done then?
What have I done?
What have you done?
I don't know, but what I'm going to do is share a little bit of toy news and we can
talk about great.
Because that's fun. Great. So first, from Jada Toys, this is a 1/12 scale Tony the Tiger, and this is up for pre-order for £30. I've seen this on Comics and Cocktails. I'm sure it's available in various places. So yeah, there he is with the Frosted Flakes branding, but we all know it's Frosties, really. Come on now.
So that's when you can tell when a dyslexic has designed the box, spelled it wrong.
But yeah, he comes with his little box of cereal and various other accessories, and he looks really good. Looks like I remember him looking from the boxes and the adverts when I was young. He's got a little basketball with an effect piece that goes around to make it look like it's spinning. That's pretty cool. And there you can see he's got various interchangeable hands, which is the Jada way. And yeah, he can eat his cereal. And he can play some basketball. The two things that you need to do in life, eat cereal and play basketball.
Yeah. What a smart one do you want?
He is great.
That's going to bug a lot of people having the wrong word on that box.
Yeah. But the figure itself looks really fun, and I might even be tempted. There's so many things that I say that about. I could be tempted. And it's true, but obviously I can't buy them all because of reasons of money and space. But yeah, he does look very, very cool indeed. So we will move along. Here we have, this is Reveltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, DC Suicide Squad Isekai, which I believe is a Japanese anime. And this is the Harley Quinn based on that animation. And this is up for £90, again in a 1/12 scale. My wife is a huge fan of Harley Quinn and collects Harley Quinns, in fact. So I've shown her this and she definitely wants one of these. So I might have to start saving up and try and get hold of one of these as a birthday or Christmas present or something. And as you can see, she can do a nice high kick. Are you interested in Harley Quinn at all, Lee?
Not really. I think my little girl was into it. Was one of her favourite characters at one point.
Gareth says it looks really good, but he doesn't like it. Hello, Craig. Thanks for joining us. Again, you could see she's got lots of very expressive faces, which is really cool. Lots of different hands, some nice weapon accessories, pistol and baseball bat, some glasses. Yeah, that's a really nice looking figure. I like all the different faces on it and the different expressions she can pull off. That's very cool. And then this is from 3-0, who we know well from the Transformers community. And this is Armored Trooper Votom's Robo-Do Brutish Dog. I probably just butchered that pronunciation. This is a 6-inch figure with loads and loads of articulation, apparently, and would set you back about £160.
Ooh.
Which is a lot of money. I wanted to share it here because I like this robot with the middle-aged spread look that he's got going on. Makes me
we
feel
can all
seen.
relate to that.
Oh.
Not often we're represented in toy form, is it? It's nice. It's nice to see the average man get a go.
It is, isn't it? Oh, Guyver 400's dropped into the chat. Hello, mate. Good to see you. And Stuart, welcome. We've got a bit of a crowd amassing now. I hope you're all well. Let us know in the chat what you think of any of this stuff we're talking about, by all means. And we'll try and keep an eye on it and get you involved.
Gareth says pass.
Yeah, this is a lot of money, but I do like the design. I do think it looks interesting. But yeah, I'm not going to buy one, am I? Too much pennies. Too rich for my blood. There's a nice back shot for you. There he is with one of the others from the line, obviously. And he can do this sort of strange transformation, which is just him kneeling down, really.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's so the pilot can get in and out, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think this is from some sort of fiction, and this would obviously be accurate to that fiction. But yeah, he does look like a kind of middle-aged Warpath. Like Warpath from the Transformers who's let himself go.
Craig wants to be bold and ask you something.
You can, Craig, by all means. Bear in mind, I am a married man.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to do anything like that, can you just private message him? Don't want that live. Mind you, it could be quite romantic, I suppose.
Why am I looking like Jeffrey Dahmer? I don't really know what Jeffrey Dahmer looks like, if I'm honest.
Well, apparently you.
So here we've got Higher Toys Replica Art Series, Star Trek, and this is based on the 2009 Star Trek movie. This is a USS Enterprise NCC 1701. Right. And this apparently is going to sell for about £150. So again, another pricey item. But it does look very impressive. And, if you have 150 quid or thereabouts to spare, and you have some space to display this adequately, then it is very cool. And if you're a big Star Trek fan, and I know we do get some Star Trek fans from time to time watching our nonsense, and we appreciate you all, then yeah, this could be an option for you.
Just
I do
remember,
agree
you
with
buy
Craig, you can't beat the original, but this design's cool too. And it comes with a stand, as it should, which is clearly plugged in, so evidently there's some lights on it, which you'd hope at the price, really, wouldn't you?
It does look nice.
And it
There you go,
is
it's a
15 inches long. Is that a remote control? I think it might be.
That'll be for your lights, won't it?
Yeah. So you don't have to touch it, you can control it from across the room.
Oh, no, it's a teleport.
All right, next up, we've got some more of these Jada cereal things. Weirdly, it's the Flintstones, but associated with cereals, which must have been something they did in America at a certain time, because we've got Fruity Pebbles Fred Flintstone and Cocoa Pebbles Barney Rubble. The price is not confirmed on these. I haven't seen these anywhere available for pre-order as yet, but I'm suspecting they're going to be in that £30, the same as the Tony the Tiger, £30 each probably. Are you a Flintstones fan, Lee?
I used to watch it as a kid, yeah. When it was on.
I used to
Cartoon
love it
Network.
as a kid.
So some might have said, yabba 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 dabba do.
Yay! These do look very, very cool. Again, another thing for the list of maybes. And then we'll see what else turns up and what I actually decide to get in the end. But they're going to go on the list. All right. What else have we got to look at? Big Bad Workshop, which is associated with the Big Bad Toy Store in America, doing these Long Box Heroes Prestige Series 112 The Rocketeer figures. Price to be confirmed. So we've got the Rocketeer himself, Black Phantom, and the Onslaught Troopers. I think these look really fun. They're sort of like classic superheroes and villains, of course. They don't look as polished as the heroes you get like in the MCU and stuff, and I like that. They look a bit more raw and rugged.
That sort of thing you get in black and white, wouldn't it? Cartoon.
And yeah, the Rocketeer, the Rocketeer helmet, I always thought looked really cool. I do like that one. All right, just a few photos of those. And then we've got some Masterverse Wave 17 now. So these are your 7-inch scale Masterverse. And I think these are going up. Yeah, these are up for pre-order on whole shebang at £26 each. So we've got Ninja and Terraclaw's Skeletor there. And there's also a new Eternia She-Ra that we're going to see some pictures of as we go through here. And of course, our friend Mr. Gav has pre-ordered this Skeletor already for his growing Skeletor collection. So there's Ninja, who comes with a sword, nunchucks, and a bow and arrow thing, and a couple of interchangeable faces. He looks really cool.
Quite like the look of Ninja. Reminds me of Scorponok and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he does look badass. Not sure about that face.
Yeah, maybe keep the mask on. That's better.
That one's cool. Yeah, that one looks really evil. And that's just like a classic ninja face, but with red eyes. That may just be the photography. Nice back shot. And I'm liking that they're doing back shots for these promo shots now. You get to see a good all around of the figure. Then Skeletor with his massive, terrifying claws. He looks very cool. I don't need another Skeletor, I've got one. One's enough for me. But for all the Skeletor collectors out there, this will be a must. He does have interchangeable hands, so you can put tiny fists on him. I don't know why you would. I feel like the whole point of this is that he has massive claws. And there we go. Got various poses, so we can see all the different details. Nice loincloth. You know we like a loincloth here. Quite a lot of photos. The She-Ra I'm not sure about at all. I think it's the face is a little bit odd on the She-Ra. I think there's a close-up of the face here. There we go. Is it just me? Does that look like a bit of a
yeah, she looks a bit out of it though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's had a few. It's been a long day.
Gareth's concerned about the stains on the inside of loincloths. He's got a bit too much time on his hand these days.
All right, a bit of fur really comes right out. Don't worry, Gareth. Don't worry, it comes right out.
And then one more bit of news that I wanted to share. Not strictly toy related, but Hyper Megatech, the makers of the Super Pockets, have announced that we're getting a Neo Geo edition of the Super Pocket. And I have a Super Pocket, the Capcom edition already. It's a fun little handheld, pocketable retro gaming device. And you can get them for £49, as it tells you there. And Neo Geo games are something that notoriously were very expensive back in the day. And so I haven't played any of them really, but by reputation they're excellent, and so I do really like the look of this, and will probably be getting myself a second Super Pocket for that purpose. So yeah, you can see some of the games they've got on there. Fatal Fury, Blazing Star. Sengoku 3 is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that is apparently regarded to be one of the best ever made, and I like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, so I'm very interested in that. Metal Slug X, run and gun games, the Metal Slug series, that looks very cool. So I definitely want to get this so I can have a go on some of these games that I didn't get the chance to have a go on first time around. And yeah, and this device is also compatible with the Evercade cartridges, so you can expand it with more games as well. Yeah, and they're inexpensive, so it's a fun little way to get into a bit of retro gaming. I would recommend it if you don't already have one. Right, let me
Coming to
take
a
this down.
pocket near you. Hey! Hey! Everybody happy. Very good.
There we go. And thus concludes the news. Hope that was all right for everybody.
Tough if it wasn't.
It's
That's what
tricky
you
for
get.
me. I have to sort of cover up half my screen with the news, and then I can't see you properly.
Oh. You're not missing much, if I'm honest. It's only me.
Oh, Lee. I like to see your face, mate. Okay, let's move on with the show and do the next thing, which is pickups.
Yay!
Do you think he suspects anything?
Do you
All
think
right,
he just
Lee.
help?
So in the comments, do let us know if you've picked up anything cool recently. whilst we're doing this. But Lee, do you want to show us what you've got first of all?
Yeah, why not? Right, not got much there, we've got 2 items. Right, so this one I saw, I just thought it was funny, it made me giggle. It is the Minecraft, the movie, Steve. Which again, I feel represented.
Good stuff.
Absolutely. So I'll be getting him out and hopefully I'll be doing a nice little video on that.
I think I'm going to see that movie. One of my daughters has asked to go and see it, and it's my day off work tomorrow, and they're off school, so I think I'm going to get dragged along and go and see that. We'll see how it is.
Because he is Steve. They've got I also like the look of the skeleton. If you can see, it's a bit blurry. Just like that. So I might pick the skeleton up as well to go with this Steve. And also I picked up this lovely Transformers universe.
Drag strip.
Drag strip. Let's get it. There we go. Because I've been going through a bit of a change in my collection. I just want some of the older stuff. And this has always been a figure I've always wanted to get hold of. By the time I got ready to get in it, the Combiner Wars and Legacy all came out, so you started jumping on them. But I would definitely say this is the best drag strip figure out there. It even beats the Combiner Wars and the Legacy. Yeah, I think it beats them. It has a nice looking vehicle mode, has the posing on it. It's just colours. It's just a lovely figure.
Yeah. No, I've seen that before. It does look good, and there was a Mirage version as well.
Yeah, that is the repaint of the Mirage with the original mold.
Looks very cool. I think sometimes I prefer things to be less cartoon accurate if it means you get a really good alt mode and a really good robot mode.
Yeah, well, it's like that though with like drag strip. You usually buy the rest of them. It's just Menace of it, and you're buying an arm. But that it doesn't combine, so you get to appreciate drag strip as a character.
It's nice. It's nice just to get a nice toy in its own right.
Yeah, like I said, it is nice. Just the paint. It's just you don't seem to get out on the body transform. It just has that special charm of that era.
Oh, Excelsior's Domain has popped in. Andy, you're a bit late. See me after class.
Yeah. Bloody hell. What are we up to, you guys? You all start talking when I'm talking. I've lost there we go. I'm a chicken talk jockey. Yeah, that's it for my my pickups.
Awesome. Right. Well, Phil likes a few Transformers, so that's good.
That's all Phil comes on here for. He loves to see that.
All right. Well, I've been picking up a few things. A bit of a bumper haul for me. What shall I show first? Oh, I'll show this first, which is not really something I got for myself. I got this for my wife because I saw it in TK Maxx. My wife loves a VW camper van and Beetles too, really. So I got this set. This is a majorette set, all 1/64 scale vehicles. So you've got 3 camper vans and 2 Beetles. And this was $12.99 in TK Maxx. So I couldn't really resist. Just a nice little set.
Very nice.
So yeah, so my wife's not a die-cast collector, and
she is now.
I keep saying I'm not a die-cast collector, but I did get this. This is a Burago 1/18 scale Lamborghini Sian in green. Very nice. I have put a review up on my own channel, Toy Slice, here on YouTube. Which is about 6.5 minutes long, so it won't take up a lot of your life. So if you're interested in diecast cars and you want to watch that, please do. I'll appreciate that. But this is very, very nice, large car with opening doors and boots, and the front opens up and the spoiler goes up and down. and there's lots of detail inside, and it's very, very cool. I'm going to move on from that one because I've got a few other things to show. Then I got this. This is a Hot Wheels pullback speeder. This is a cheaper item. This was on sale for £7.60 in my local entertainer. I've been thinking about getting a 1989 Batmobile of some variety after watching Excelsior's Domain's video on Batman vehicles. And so I saw this, and for not a lot of money, I thought, go on then, that looks quite fun. Yeah, and it's nice. It's not big. It fits on my shelf nicely, and it has a little feature where you can slide open the cockpit, which is a nice little Brucey bonus. And it is also, as the advertising suggests, a pullback car, which has a nice pullback function and good power in going forward after being pulled back. So yeah, that's decent. Then I got a little gift from my brother who came down for a visit. Transformers mug and socks, which I've
I've got that.
And I have seen reports of this mug being a bit rubbish and the decal peeling off when people wash it. So I won't actually bother using it though. I'll just put that on a shelf because it looks nice anyway. So that's good.
The socks does Emma's head in, because once a set day, she does her head in because they're just odd purrs. It's funny. She flips it every time I wear them.
Yes. Oh, the chat are saying that's the best version of the Batmobile, the 1989 Batmobile. It absolutely is. Yeah, I love the Michael Keaton Batman movies. Right. Speaking of, I also got, because I got a voucher from work as a little bonus for Argos, and I had a look in Argos to see what they'd got. So I got this Spin Master Batwing, which turned out to be a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. It's rather large, but it's very nice. It's quite lightweight, but it still feels of a good quality, like a nice firm plastic and good details on it. It does have an opening cockpit with a sticker in the front and some limited detailing around the sides. And it came with this little Batman. Interestingly, the Batwing is based on the Batman movie from 1989. The Batman is advertised as a Batman Returns Batman on the box, which it's not a big deal because it's a very similar bat suit anyway. It's a curious thing they've done to, I think it was to celebrate an anniversary of Batman in his entirety. And so they did one from one movie, one from another, and put them together as a set. But he does fit in the cockpit quite snugly, and it's a nice, fun toy. Also, with that voucher, I was able to acquire this, which was on the clearance at £10, and it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, making of a Ninja Donatello set. These are glow in the dark, which I think Cosmic Toyman there might appreciate. So yeah, if you put some light on them for a while and then turn your lights out, they do glow up nicely. And so we've got the baby Donatello, little tiny one, the Turtle Tot, which my son already has a version of, a fun little figure, and then the teenager Donatello as well, nicely displayed with a sewer scene background in the box, which you probably can't see because of all the light and reflections here very well, but it does look nice in person. And then on the back, just a little bit of fun artwork in the style of the movie, and just a little bit of a bio there as well, explaining how they became Ninja Turtles. So yeah, just a fun little set overall. I'm very pleased to get that for my blossoming Donatello collection. Is that everything?
Nice.
That is everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
a bit of a haul this time around, which is nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Bit of a bat theme today, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a Batman going on.
Day nipples, toy slice.
Toy
Yay!
Slice, get it right.
Toy slice.
I don't mind if people still
You'll
call
always
me
be Dave Nipples to
Nips.
me.
People have asked, can I still call you Nips? Yeah, it's all right. Just pay me.
Yeah, they should do it, but you know, copyright and all that. You know what I mean? Kapow! We've done that. We're moving on
Zing.
nicely. We've done nicely tonight, haven't we? So, how's everyone doing in the chat? Are we all? Has anyone in chat got any pickups that they like to share? Or shall we just move on to the next segment?
I think we should. They can
Ah,
share whilst we're moving along.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. does it?
Very nice. So,
Let's
pick your
do
own.
some pick your own. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we
So,
can't really show. Can you
bit of pick your own.
describe it to us?
Pick Your Own, for those who do not know, is a section of the show where we pick a favourite toy to match a theme. And the theme we've selected this time around is It Takes Two. So we're thinking of toys where you see one, you think of the other. Maybe they're a couple, maybe they're brothers, maybe they're business associates, whatever the reason that you see them as just going together. It's just
Oh,
quintessentially
yeah.
a
Or
twosome.
maybe they're just two middle-aged men doing a live stream talking about toys.
Could be.
It
Who'd
could
do
be.
such a thing?
I know. Would you like to go first, or shall I go first?
Well, Gareth's got some pickups, but he's going to save them for the Cosmic Council on Wednesday. Good
Oh,
choice, Gareth.
cheeky little plug there.
Right, well, we'll look
Cheeky.
forward to that then. We will look forward to that. All right, do you want to kick us off, Lee?
I will kick us off. Why not? Let's get on the road. Whee! Right, the two I picked, I have been struggling, but I just thought these two are just the perfect couple because of chaos.
Hey.
I can't think of any two that has caused so much trouble in any fandom where after 40 years we cannot agree which is which. So you got Rumble
Frenzy.
and Frenzy.
Rumble.
See what I mean? I just love that. I think that's just brilliant. And these two little, and I think they love it as well. These two little characters just so much chaos, and they will
Well, they were trouble causers in the show as well.
trouble
weren't they?
causes as well, and they
Makes
just have such an attitude, and it just makes me laugh every time because you know, as soon as one gets mentioned, you're just counting down your head. How long's it going to be before someone go? Well, actually, I think you're fine. That is not, you know, that's Rumble, not Froji, you know. And it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
Because
the
chaos
ongoing argument.
just ongoing after 40 years. Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't even care that much, but it is fun.
It's just fun to get involved. It's like sticking a key in someone's back and just give it a twist and just watching the chaos be brilliant. I love it. So yeah, those are my two.
Oh, Guzzy's joining us. Welcome.
Hello, Guzzy. Oh, Guzzy. Which one's that? Don't let me down.
Let's see if he gets it right.
Let's see if he gets it right. Just gonna come up with a rant. That's Bob. So yeah, that's my choice for pick your own.
Oh, Guzzy's got it wrong. Sad.
See?
Sad face.
Why? What's he said?
No, it doesn't matter, does it? I can't remember which one you showed, to be fair. So
apparently Frenzy. I picked Frenzy, apparently.
I've picked He-Man and Battle Cat because I think they just quintessentially go together. This is the Savage He-Man, which I've chosen to be my He-Man in my collection because I like that he's based on the original Jungle He-Man appearance from the mini comics. On the very first page of the mini comics, when he left his tribe behind to battle the forces of evil, and he was just like this, carrying a spear. But yes, you could have a more regular cartoon version of He-Man here, of course. But He-Man and Battle Cat, when I think of one, I think of the other. In my mind, they just go together so well. And these Masterverse toy representations of them work together so well. Just having He-Man riding along on his trusty steed, Battle Cat. Fantastic.
Absolutely. That is
And
absolutely perfect.
Oh, Gareth has contributed Super Ted and Spotty. Nice. Super Ted's another one I loved as a kid. Fantastic.
He's just listed off duos now,
He's
isn't
just throwing them all out there.
Ant and Dec, Chuckle Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, Cannonball, Chalk and Cheese,
Rosie and Jim.
Rosie and Jim, bobbing along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim.
So, have you got any honourable mentions you'd like to throw out here?
I do actually. Now you come to mention it. These actually were originally going to be my original picks until I actually did, and then I thought, no, Chaos Supreme. But it is, and I think you appreciate these. It is the Lambros.
Yay! Well, they would have been one of my honourable mentions too, although I couldn't really be bothered to fish them down off the shelf. So I'm glad you did.
But it's just always a case. It seems if one gets updated, you seem to need to update the other one, and it's just constantly playing catch up with them. But they look really nice together, and they always get displayed together because they are the perfect tag team.
That's right. It's Brave Star and 3030, Andy. And yes, a fantastic twosome.
Cook the biscuit.
Sonic and Tails, of course.
Sonic and Tails.
Chip and Dale He-Man. It is.
It
is. He's lovely. That's my kink, you know. Nice furry loincloth.
3PO and R2.
If you haven't seen the original Masters of the Universe mini comics, the first one's called He-Man and the Power Sword. You can find them online. So if you just Google it, that's basically what that's based on. Han and Chewie.
My two from It Takes Two is these flywheels. Very nice.
I think there are quite a few that I could think of in the Transformers, really. So there's Battle Chargers, Run Amok and Runabout, Jump Starters, Top Spin and Twin Twist. There's Inferno and Red Alert.
Horicons, is it? Are they called Horicons?
Megatronus and Solus Prime. There's quite a few. Quite a few that just go together.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
It's like a new toy. I'm just going to keep playing.
Siege Flywheels is a very good toy. And Joker and Harley, of course.
Joker? Is that from Batman?
Don't you do it.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Bebop and Rocksteady. My absolute
Oh.
favourite villains from the TMNT franchise. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bebop and the Rocksteady. Anyone
Right.
think any food duels? Let's do that. Food twosomes. Food twosomes. Let's.
We like to talk about food on this show.
Yeah, where's your weekly pickups? Sweet pickups.
Oh no, I haven't picked up any snacks. Well, I had quite a few toy pickups.
Not want any excuses, Dave.
If I'm short on toy pickups, I usually throw a snack in there.
Jam and bread.
Beans on toast. Oh,
Beans on
quintessential.
toast. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Bacon and eggs.
Fish and chips.
French and Saunders. Can you eat them?
Comic and toys. The perfect twosome. Liver and onion.
Ugh. No. Ugh.
Come on now, behave. Tea and biscuits.
Oh
Tea
yeah.
and cake.
Tea and cake. Nice slice of cake.
No, it's just sweet, nothing. Have you brewing? It's just burns your throat. Just the right amount. Pie and mash.
Oh, now you're talking my
Oh.
language. Nice bit of pie and mash.
What cake though? Oh, that's a different subject for another day. Any cake.
Yeah,
really.
we don't want to have all the discussions in one show. Let's save the cake talk for another day. Well, we're burning through the show tonight. This should be a nice short one, and then I can get myself tucked up in bed. That would be nice.
Yeah, you can all go to bed tonight. Yeah. Lovely.
It's good. This is the benefit of only having two of us, you see. It doesn't take so long. Although we do have a lot of fun with our guests as well, of course.
Oh, of course we do. Always welcome.
Right. Shall we move on then and have a bit of a discussion time, Lee?
Let's have a discussion.
Oh, good. Fancy a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
Well, make me one while you're at it, will you?
What we want to talk about, Lee?
So, tonight's discussion is, I thought we could talk about the fascinating boxes and packaging, what we get our toys in, and the use of it, and how I feel like it's the purpose of it has evolved. So, as we know, packaging, its main purpose is to keep your toy nice and secure, nice and safe, and make sure it gets to you in one piece. But as time has gone by, I feel like it has also
Developed, shall we say?
Developed. We'll use that one. That's the word. I was going to say evolved, but yeah, we'll use that one. So it's just like I've got a couple of examples with me up these boxes. So I suppose, like, while we're talking, like, the question I would ask you, Dave, is how do you feel about boxes? Do you keep them to start off with?
By and large, I get rid of boxes, which is not to say I can't appreciate them, but I like to take the toy out and I like to play with the toy and I like to display the toy, and I just don't have the space to hold on to a lot of boxes. But I do have a few that I really like the box, so I hold on to them. And as you say, the box, one of the primary functions definitely is that it's there to protect the toy whilst it's in transit. But beyond that, it's certainly something that's done as a way of selling the toy, particularly if you're going to be seeing it in person. If you actually go into a shop and you're looking at the shelves, the presentation of the toy in the box and how it looks and how it draws your eye and sells itself to you is certainly a big part of it as well. So I'll show you a box, shall I? So this is one that I got recently, which is a box that I like. This is for the Masters of the Universe Revelation, Sorceress Teela from Masterverse. And it's just got this lovely piece of artwork on the front.
Yeah.
Now, I ordered this online, so I ordered it because I knew what the figure looked like and I wanted the figure. But it's certainly a lovely looking box. And I think if you did see that in person on the shelf, it would definitely catch your attention with that nice piece of artwork of with all the effects around her, like the snake heads and stuff. And it's even got this nice wraparound on the side, so you can see the 3 staffs. And that's the staff of Ka, the staff of Saw, and the Havoc staff on there. And then round the back, you've got some product shots, a little bit of a blurb, and some of the other figures available in the wave. And then another nice bit of artwork on the other side. And yeah, so it's just a really nice box.
Yeah.
And I think if I was inclined to be an inbox collector, that would look really lovely on a shelf. And I can see why people might want to keep it in box and display it in that way. Absolutely.
See, that's how I thought it, because a lot of collectors now buy online, don't they? So and like I said, originally all the art things. So this is an example. It's not from time, but it's a remake sort of thing. Imagine it being green. If you saw that on the shelf as a kid, that would really, you want that, wouldn't you? That would be, yes, absolutely. And then of course at the back you've got all your artwork. Oh, so that would draw a kid's attention.
That scene on the back is fantastic.
That is like
battle.
Yeah. Because you don't get that on the modern day boxes. But you can, like on modern day also. Yeah, no.
Oh, Boarded Dude's joined us. All right, John.
Hello, Boarded Dude. You say you got your Mecha Turtle, which is a more modern. You don't tend to see this on shelf that much. Especially, I've not seen them on shelf unless you're in comic shops. This tends to be something you get online, but this would definitely feel more collectors for your collectors.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if the purpose of it, the nice looking box is to catch your eye and want to buy it, if you're seeing it online, you don't really need a fancy box here.
No.
You know, you can get some. I've got that many bloody boxes. So, like another example, this is a third party transformer. You would get something like that. That necessarily won't catch anyone's eye because you don't have a clue what's in that.
No, and that's not for an inbox collector, really, is it?
No. But again, that's sort of. Yeah. I think you would get. You feel like it would be a lot cheaper to make something like that. But it's a lot simpler design. You haven't got to hire artists. It won't take as long to do. But for some reason, we still get these boxes. You get these nice, like Marvel Legends. You get these like nice pictures, like you said with the Masters of the Universe box you showed, where it can almost feel like it's part of the piece as well. For a lot of them. Like me, I've not took this out because to me this feels like part of the piece, and I love the design of it.
Those Jada boxes are lovely.
Yeah,
I've got the Jazz and a Batmobile from the Adam West series.
Have you took them out of the box, or did you keep them in?
Keep them in the boxes.
Okay.
It's a nice presentation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just. I think it's. I lost my train of thought now.
Oh, we've got Mellow Shades here. Hello, Lee. And Andy.
Andy, you're late.
Another Andy that's going to have to see me after class.
Bloody hell, all these Andys we've got to see. Where are we up to now?
Right. I hope we're all doing well, guys. We're talking about toy packaging.
Toy packaging and boxes.
Catch you up.
So it's like what you how do you feel about when Hasbro did the windowless boxes with plastic-free boxes?
Oh, that was massively controversial, wasn't it?
Was, wasn't
For
it?
me personally, that didn't make a difference. My Transformers,
no.
I definitely always open 100%, because I want to get them from one mode to the other, and that's the whole thing with Transformers for me. Is it can be two things. I'm going to make it be two things. So yeah, the things I keep sealed are the things that, you know, I can see everything it does in the box really, and it's a nice box. And you know, most stuff I still open, but the few bits I do keep sealed are things because I like it just the way it looks, as its own thing. And like those Jada diecast, because you know, it doesn't really do anything. The wheels spin on it. That's about it. So you can sort of see what it's about by looking at through the opening on the box. Yeah, but the windowless boxes, I can understand why people didn't like them, because one thing was that people were kind of messing around with the toys in the boxes in shops and things because it was open.
Taking off heads and what's all on about?
Yeah. But also, I think the boxes would distort a bit. It wasn't quite as solid and things like that. So I think if you are buying it and you want to keep it in the box, it is much better to actually have that panel in there and you can see through it. So yeah, but they have reverted on that now, haven't they? They have gone back to the windows.
They have gone back to that.
And, yeah, and I think that's for if you're collecting it to actually have it on display in its box. A completely sealed box isn't good because you don't get to see the toy, and the window isn't a good. The windowless wasn't a good solution. What you really need is a decent window and a nice solid box with the toy, and you can get a good look at the toy inside. An example of that, which is a toy I took out, but I've kept the box because I thought at some point I might want to put it back in and display it with the box. Is this? This is Boss Fight Studios Bruiser from Bucky O'Hare. And it's just a really lovely box. And so it's got this bit of artwork on the front, but then if you come down the side, it's got a full bio telling you all about the character. Another bit of artwork, which is reminiscent of the original box art from the old Bucky O'Hare toys. On the back, it's got a little bit of comic strip as well. And then shows you all the other figures that you could collect if you want to. And then a lovely big piece of artwork on the other side. And what's nice is the window sort of wraps round from there and across the top as well.
Yeah.
So if you do want to keep this in the box, and I picked this up, me and some guys had a trip over to a place called Nerd Base, which is a big toy shop that sells a mix of new and old. And we're going to be going there again soon, actually. So April the 17th, we'll be doing a trip. It's a Thursday. Me and a few other guys are going to be there. I think we're planning to get there about 11:30. So if anyone wants to join us that hasn't seen my posts about it on social media or anything as yet, you could probably find me on Instagram or on Blue Sky and drop me a message, and we can sort that out. I'd be more than happy for more people to join us. But yeah, I picked this up from Nerd Base. I actually saw this in person on the shelf. I am a big fan of Bucky O'Hare from growing up watching the cartoon. And I just thought, wow, that looks really cool. You know, it's a nice bright box. It did grab my attention on the shelf like that with the figure as well in there, standing out, showing himself off. And I picked it up. I had a little bit of a look. I saw the blurb down the side and had a little bit of a read of that as well. And I was persuaded to go, yep, I'm going to pick that up. And I did, and I don't regret it. It's a fantastic figure. And I think there is a good chance that at some point I will want to rebox this and spend some time with it on display in the box. So I am holding on to that for that reason. That is a
So-
good example of a box done really well.
So would you say the box helped in your decision on purchasing it?
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, definitely.
It's like also another example, like you said earlier, with there's a perfect line, like because you got the ones with the full box art where you can't see the toy, and then you have the winter one, but you also have these where it's a full box, but it has a little flap so you can't see. Which again, it has a nice little. What's the word I'm looking for now? Yeah, it has that.
Yeah, a
But
certain
that just
something.
that certain stuff that just fucking jumps out of your head.
Chat, can we suggest some words that Lee might be
Yeah.
thinking of, please?
Yeah. Tonight
Keep it
and
clean.
tonight.
Keep it clean.
Night competition. That bit of like collections. I don't know. Fucking. That's going to do my head in that now. But even that, these can sort of be a little bit annoying if you display them because it's like, do you display it like that? I want to see my toy. What am I going to do with this flap? This flap's taking up twice the amount of space now. But again, it can be, it just has that more thing. What I can't think of. That's what you do.
Yeah, I do definitely like a proper box rather than like a card with a bubble on.
Yeah. Oh, ask our friend Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a nice box with corners.
Nice box with corners and stuff. Big logos we can see, like I said, big Power Ranger logo. Dragon logos. Another kind of box. How do you feel about these ones where you've got to pull the sleeve off? And then rip the bubble from it. Tight! So you can see the toy inside.
Ooh.
Just, like I said, they just. There is something about the boxes, and it can be difficult to. If you don't, you can tend to find yourself hanging on to them as well, can't you? Just even if you don't mean to, because there is that little bit in your head where you're like, well, I don't really want, because the artwork looks nice. Or I remember with Siege when that first came, I kept all them boxes, not because I wanted to put them back in the boxes, because I like the artwork, and I thought, oh, I'll do something with that. I'll cut out and make like a little big picture. I never did it. Yeah, ended up taking up a lot of space, and at the end of the day, I just ended up throwing them.
I sometimes just forget to throw things away for a while.
Yeah.
I've probably got half a dozen boxes that have accumulated at the moment that I need to get rid of. I do have another box that I can show you, which is one where I've actually put the toy back in the box, just because I like it, and it's quite an old-fashioned looking box, but it's actually a retro re-release, and it's a Beast Wars Scorponut. So this is a modern release, but they've really gone for it with the retro stylings of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got this crazy kind of colourful purple outline for him on the artwork there, and the crazy green font for Beast Wars. Big eye on the side of the box, and then on the back, which is quite old school, is this where you can cut out this card, and it's got a little bio and some tech specs and that. And it's so it says bio and tech specs, clip and save, and then of course it says it in a multitude of different languages as well. But that's a nice little thing. And again, it's got this thing where they have a bit of a wraparound on the plastic. I do like it. And it's cut out in a jaggedy shape and stuff. And then you can see through to see the figure inside.
That's also when they put the plastic top, it helps the light come in, so you see the figure better as well, don't you, in the box?
Yeah. Bring back the bios and tech specs. That's it, Andy. We need to start a campaign. We need to change the management at Hasbro. Cocks out.
Get your cocks out.
Hashtag cocks out. Get someone in who'll give us bios and tech specs.
Let's get that trending. Hashtag cocks out.
In case anyone watching this doesn't know, Chris Cox is the head of Hasbro.
Yeah.
We're not suggesting that you get your genitals.
Are we not?
Not right now, anyway.
All right. Sorry.
Not this time.
Not this time. Not. Oh. So, boxes. Do you prefer when they show you the picture of the toy, or do you prefer artwork or the character?
I think if you can see the actual toy in the box, anyway, which is the preferred option, and I think you should be able to, then I'd like to have a bit of artwork beside it as well.
Mm.
And because those are the ones where I would consider keeping it in the box, is if there's more to it than just the toy in the box. If it's a fairly bland looking, plain kind of black and white box or something with not a lot of details on it, and then I'm probably not going to keep it. If it's nice and colourful and it's got like different bits of comic-y artwork on it and some little bio or some tech specs or something, then I'm those are the ones where I'm going to perhaps be inclined to hold on to it.
Yeah. Oh, look. What else have we got to show? We've got. And it's just. This might as well be 5 points of articulation for you, this, isn't it? I'm just sitting asking all these questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what would you feel about this box? What do you feel like this bit, Cam?
I'm on the spot.
How do you feel like box sets? Big boy things.
Ooh, it's a monster.
Big monster. Oh, yeah. That's a box. Show your figure.
That is nice. I'm not sure how I feel about flaps, to be honest. Now you're showing that. I know you showed one before as well.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There aren't.
Yeah.
I would see. A part of me would prefer the box without the flap, because I would love to have that displayed with. But it takes
just feels a
twice
bit
as much.
cumbersome, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's would be ideal if you're selling. I could see the point for selling. It's a nice bit of artwork to catch you. You can open up, see what's inside the box. But it's a pain in the ass to display and store, because it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. No, I think I'd prefer more visibility on the toys, and then a nice bit of artwork around them, and then you can put some product shots on the back out of the way.
I think we've cracked it. There you go, the perfect box. Lovely bit of.
Yeah, that is the quote of the day, Andy. Thank you.
Quote of the day.
Come again.
There you go. I don't know how I feel about flaps and hashtag cocks out. That's what's going to come away today. So yeah. So we'll say, like, this is an example of the perfect box. See your nice little toy there. You've got your artwork of the character on the side. And it's like, that's another thing you don't see a lot of other figures from the line. You don't get that as well, do you?
No. Maybe that's because we're going increasingly online. They don't feel like there's a benefit to doing that.
Well, that was like one of my favourite parts of getting a toy, when you'll turn around and go, oh, more. Like when I used to love getting the cat, when you used to get the little catalog inside, the little tick list.
Yeah, because if you'd picked that up from Woolies or something as a kid, you could take that home. You're getting it out of the box. Oh, mum, what about this one?
Yeah, come at that one. Oh,
Next time, Mum. There's
Yeah.
not going to be a next time.
But also, it helps with
You
Christmas.
don't
doesn't it?
behave
Like, oh, wow.
yourself, little brat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop telling everyone to get the cocks out. Oh, Mum. Hashtag cocks out.
So I showed this in pickups, but I'll mention it again. This is one that I'm going to keep in the box because
Yeah.
I really like the way they've presented this. Again, it's got a bit of a wraparound, so you get some light in there. You get a good look at the figures in the box, and it's got a nice bit of artwork. It's got some nice artwork on the back as well. And yeah, just like the purple wall looks cool with the ooze coming out of it. Just really fun.
Yeah.
And again, the background inside looking like he's inside the sewer layer as well. That's really good. That's something they should do more of, putting little backgrounds in things.
Does it look like sometimes they
What's he
do
got on
make
the
it?
table? Oh, it looks like he's got a cup of tea on the table, Lee.
Hey! Has he got biscuits
Like
or cake? Cake or biscuits? What cake is it?
I think they've
Gareth
got
wants to
some.
know.
I think they're reading some comics. Oh, that's a slice of pizza, of course, and a couple of cups. Yeah, nice. And then they've got some weapons in the background for training. It's a nice little scene.
That's it. Because some boxes are they just complete the piece, don't they? Sometimes you're supposed to take out a blame, but sometimes they just give this gravitas and it looks so presentable in the box. The back you just don't want to take out.
Yeah. No, I just think that's a nice presentation, so I'll keep that one as it is. I've got plenty of Donatellos I can play with.
I think like another good example was the first Jurassic Park Transformer crossover. When it was the scene with the T-Rex crushing the first car and it just it was a nice little diagram. That's good when they have the diagrams in them as well. Like you showed the camper van in pickups because they're on a beach, aren't they? It's a good.
Yeah, they've done that, and again, it's got a bit of a background in there, which is it's like a watercolor of trees in the background. Yeah.
So it's like one of those Volkswagen festivals that they have. I know Volkswagen are quite popular for the festivals.
Yeah. It's just nice. That's going to look good on the shelf as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Boxes. I'm putting boxes. And remember, people, if you're not going to keep them, recycle them. Good for the environment.
Absolutely. What colour's your recycling bin, Lee?
Blue, I think.
Oh, mine's green.
Oh, there you go then.
Here's another discussion. What colour's your recycling bin? Let us know in the chat.
What colour is it? What's it called? Is it Frenzy or Rumble? The green, blue one's Rumble, of course. The green one must be Frenzy.
Gareth's offering to reuse people's boxes. Oh, Gareth's got a green club. Me and Gareth.
Hey.
Different colours in different areas, I think, isn't it?
Of course it is, because having the same colour
no
is too
rhyme or
simple.
reason. No consistency. Wouldn't it be nice if your bin? Wouldn't it be nice if your bin had a nice piece of artwork on it?
Mine does. You just get one. You just get some of them stickers, flat stickers on.
Good. I've not really given consideration to that, but I could get some Optimus Prime stickers.
You could. I used to have an Autobot logo. It stayed in the sun though, so it didn't like it. Oh, you could get some bat signals.
Hey.
Hooray! We've got green black wheels with number. Paint a memorial on the side of your bin.
Could do.
There you go. Just make sure make sure it's the same colour that all lads will get confused. So that's the thing. If you did that, they probably won't take it, would it? 'Cause it would no longer be the colour that it's supposed to be. Well, I bet there's a law you can't do it.
Well, I think they'd still take it within reason. It's your bin ultimately, isn't it?
Yeah, but the fucking fussy aren't the council fucking all that.
Why are we talking about bins? Oh dear.
Leave the but what
This
if
show gets better and better, doesn't it?
leave the but what if the lid's a different colour to the bin because you do get them, so they're going to think it's that bit, you know.
Never put a bounty in the bin. If you've got a box of celebrations and you don't like bounties, send them my way. Apparently, the bounties are the most unpopular one in the celebrations.
Joking. Not my house.
That's what I hear, but I love a bounty.
Yeah. Little girl scoffs them up. I'm lucky if I get a bounty.
What's your favourite celebration, chat? We're on to confectionery chat again now.
Yeah. Tell you after dark. We are now changing the subject from boxes to chocolate.
Twix.
Twix. Get the Twix. Welcome to the chocolate chat.
Any advance on Twix?
I can't remember what they have in celebration. Yeah. Do they have,
They have those.
cushion?
They have those
Crushers.
Galaxy caramel ones. They're really annoying. I don't like caramel stuff. Oh, Andy and Gareth are a Twix twosome. Nice. Where were you when we were doing pick your own? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drifter.
Unbelievable. 2 for 1. What's a bit up there? Oh.
Yeah, 2 fingers of Twix. It's
What
good.
did you say, Steve? What's that? Berry, apparently.
It's like a bit of a trick, isn't it, when you get 2 fingers of chocolate? Because you sort of feel like you're getting more.
Ella today asked, how do you eat your Kit Kat, Dad? Well, what I used to like to do, eat the top bit of chocolate, then I'll eat the 2 sides, and then I'll eat the bottom, then I'll eat the biscuit.
That's a bit over the top, isn't it? What I like to do with a Kit Kat is run it a nice bath, light some candles, put on some gentle music.
Oh
no, that's Jada Toys, sorry. No, it's Necker, isn't it? It's Necker that Rudy likes to run a nice bath for.
Necker.
The hot bath does work. If you get a toy and it's a bit stiff in the joints, give it a nice bath in hot water.
Yeah, it don't work for me.
Freeze it up. I've done that with a couple of toys. and got them to free up nicely,
Loosen them joints, get them going.
loosen the joints. It's like cod liver oil for toys.
You use bubble bath.
Not for toys, no. Just hot water. I'm not sure the
Oh.
bubble bath would help.
Well, you'd be surprised, you know. Get them in the mood. Okay.
Who's your favourite Batman, Lee?
Oh. Probably have to go for the animated one. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called now.
Oh, the animated series.
Yeah. I think that's sort of my Batman.
Yeah, you're just a kid, though, aren't you?
I'm just a kid.
Just a little one.
one. No, I walked around when what's he called? His bloody name.
Keaton. Michael Keaton.
No, I was thinking the older one.
Oh, Adam West.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I was thinking. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, I watched Adam West growing up. Probably repeats already at that stage, though, to be honest. But the Michael Keaton Batman movies, Batman and Batman Returns, those are my movies.
Yeah, they are some of the good ones. Oh, it
Yeah,
worked for them. It worked for them. We want a Batman the animated series would work.
But yeah, I did like the Dark Knight trilogy as well. Christian Bale. Thought they were good movies.
Yeah, I've not actually
And
seen
I even quite like the new one. Is it Robert Pattinson, the guy from Twilight?
Yeah, I've not actually seen that one yet. I've seen the Penguin series. That goes with it, but I've not actually seen the actual Bat film.
I watched a bit of the Gotham series that they did. It didn't really do much for me. Didn't get into that one. I know a lot of people like it, but
no, I didn't mind. I mean, we never watched that. I watched it. I quite like the Joker in that series. Not like they were. He's a Joker, but it's not like it's calling the Joker. It was the Joker.
oh, Jack Nicholson was a fantastic Joker.
Yeah.
Gareth asking what kind of music are we into? I don't know that I remember. I don't know that I listen to that music, a lot of music anymore. If I do listen to music, it's sort of older stuff, like Rick Astley or Tiffany, or sometimes a bit of Metallica. Just whatever takes my fancy in the moment.
I tend to like to listen to like sympathise stuff. Don't mind that. I think it's just something different.
Yeah. I've been listening to a bit of Lit whilst I've been washing the pots. Done that a few times recently. But yeah, I think I'm more likely, if I get a bit of free time, to be found playing some video games or watching a bit of TV.
Mm.
Or, doing this, playing with toys.
I tend to be listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to Triple Takeover quite a lot lately.
Yes, Gareth, we're boring. We're boring old men.
Boring.
What are you listening to, Gareth? Tell us. Tell us so we can judge you appropriately as well. Games-wise, I'm mostly playing Pokemon at the moment on the Switch. and I can prize it out of my children's hands. But also, I've been playing on my Super Pocket on the go. So, yeah, Final Fight. It's on here on the Capcom edition. Excellent game.
I've been struggling getting into games lately. I'm just sort of not bothered with them. I think the last game I properly played was Red Dead Redemption 2. I might have to get on that again.
I do go back to a bit of Streets of Rage fairly often as well. I've got Streets of Rage 4 on the Switch, but I'll go back and play some Streets of Rage 2 as well.
Shame about the Transformers Reactivated game not coming out. That was a bit of a kick in the gut. Looking forward to that. Oh well.
It's a shame. We've had a few Transformers games, but they're nothing really of a quality for quite some time.
The last good one, really good one, was War for Cybertron, Fall Cybertron. Devastation was a good one as well, but like you didn't have a I missed the multiplayer, the online multiplayer. That was fun. But back then, yeah, again, that was probably when multiplayer was fun. It doesn't seem to be as good these days. Hey.
But yeah, I'm replaying Pokemon Shield at the moment. That's a fun game. I like the Pokemon games. That you could just kind of have a slow pace and play along, and you just have to pick your moves. It's not too frantic.
There you go. That's what Gareth will listen to. He's just gives you his playlist.
All right, here we go. Killers, Queen, Iron Maiden, Shop Boys, Daft Punk, Linkin Park, Baby Metal, Blind God. I don't recognise some of these. Who's Chet Baker? Shawn Mendes, The Beatles, Nina Simone. Well, all right. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Fair enough. And some stuff I've never heard of. Ocarina of Time, good game.
Yeah.
What games are you into, Lee? Are you a PlayStation kid or?
I used to be PlayStation 2, and then I went when the 360 came. I ended up getting the 360 due to my brothers getting that. So we used to have this. Used to play online every weekend. At one point, it stopped. But I like to play like like your superhero games, I like them games. I do kind of wish I got a PlayStation. I fancy playing that Spider-Man game, Spider-Man, and the PlayStation 2 ones.
Mm.
They're exclusives, aren't they? GTA 5. I played them. I used to play on that one. While Red Dead Redemption, that's a good game. If you like your cowboys and your westerns. But I don't know. Just lately as a game, I've been feeling. I'll just not be feeling it with the more modern games. They're just going too realistic. I like games where it's easy to play and I can just leave myself in it.
I like a good racing game, but I like them to have that more arcadey feel rather than simulation. I like on the Saturn, I had Sega Rally and the Daytona USA and Manx TT, and I loved all of those games. But like you say, a lot of games these days have gone too far in trying to make it more realistic, I think. And it can take the fun out of it a bit.
I remember playing on Burnout. That was a good game where you just had these massive crashes. But you just don't get that anymore. Which is a shame. used to be fun. That used to be fun. Just cause these, you about like mini games. They're like at the crossroads, and you just have to cause the biggest accident going.
What do you think of video game packaging, Lee? Let's bring it back to the discussion.
Hey, there we go, full circle. Hey, we could have talked about chocolate bar packaging. It's like, oh, can't remember last. Whatever. No, yeah, I used to have a.
I remember the Mega Drive boxes, just a nice chunky box with a bit of artwork on the front that looked nothing like the actual game, really.
Yeah, just random character.
Yeah, and then then a little bio on the back, and the instructions. I don't think you get instructions anymore, do you?
You don't even get the game, do you?
No.
You just get a piece of paper with a number on.
Yeah. It's all downloads and stuff these days, but yeah.
That's put the. Yeah.
But the instructions were cool in the Mega Drive day, just looking through a little bit telling you how to play the game, and then just loads of story and stuff.
Yeah, because
I think the limitations in terms of what they could put in the game meant that they kind of expand on the story within the instructions and things. Yeah.
Even like bios, little bios, and this is this enemy. He does this, that. You just don't get any of that these days, do you?
Oh, it wasn't like this in my day, Lee.
In my day, we used to have a stick in a boot.
We used to eat grit.
So we'll go into, we'll just go into.
It's just different, isn't it?
Just different. Yeah. Middle age and all that. Shall we call it a day? Let these lovely people go.
I will say though, the Evercade cartridges that you can get for the Super Pockets and the Evercade devices, obviously, they do put instructions in, and they're quite good. They tell you a little bit about the games and a little about the companies that develop them and things like that. So it's nice to have that. It's nice to get a physical cartridge and a little instruction manual and everything in there. And you get several games on the cartridges for most of them. So you just get a little bit on each game. But it is nice. I need to buy some more cartridges for that, actually. I've got a few, but I need to get more.
Get more for your pocket.
And it's nice to experience, because a lot of the games they release for that are games that kind of came out when I was young, but they were outside of my experience. Because I was very much a Mega Drive, very much a Sega kid. And there was a whole plethora of games outside of that, really, that I didn't experience then. But it's nice to go back and experience them now and try them out. It's a fun little thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think we can call it a day. It's about 9:30. We've had a nice little chat and a hangout.
Yes, it's been a lovely evening. So, where can they find you, Dave?
Well, they can find me here on YouTube as Toy Slice, where I do occasional videos. My most recent one about that Barago I showed in the pickups. So do have a look at that. And you can also find me on Instagram and on Blue Sky, also as Toy Slice. And I like to share some toy photos there, really, of things I'm picking up. I like to take some snaps of them and try and make them look nice and put them on there. So if you are on Instagram or Blue Sky, please find me there, again, as Toy Slice.
Toy Slice.
What about you, Lee? Where can we find Lee?
Well, you can find me here on YouTube at Here's Lily, and you can also find me on Blue Sky at Here's Lily. Clues in the name. Where I talk about toys, mainly Transformers, and just share me little pickups and odd snaps. And occasionally I'll do an odd little video for this channel. Every now and then.
Once in a while.
Once in a while. Absolutely.
All right.
Right. So I hope you enjoy. Go on.
No. I was just going to say
No.
thank you to everyone for tuning in. It's been good. We've had a bit of a crowd in, and it's been nice hanging out and chatting. So thank you all.
Thank you all very much for joining us. Hope to see you all next time. And remember to recycle your boxes because this might happen.
You maniacs! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Good night, everyone.
Bye.